Hi, welcome to the SCCM Animal Care Center. I'm Celeste and I'm going to give you a tour of our zoo. Some of the animals are from the San Nicolas Island. Hi.
Hello, my name is Shamaya.
And we are going to be talking about marine animals.
My animals are white bass, abalones, and dolphins.
Mine are sea elephants, fish, and sea otters.
Abalones are a kind of shellfish. They are actually ocean snails. They live in the mild and warm seas. Abalones are found along the coast of Australia, California, Europe, Japan, New Zealand, and South Africa. Abalones eat blue kelp and other small plants and animals. They use their specialized zipper-like tongue to scrape algae. The inside of the abalone shell is very shiny. It's called the mother of pearl, and it's used for decorations and jewelry. Inside of the Blue Dolphins book, Karana ate abalones for dinner, and she also fed them to her pets. She made things out of them like necklaces and fish hooks. Also, the colors of an abalone can be red, pink, purple, white, and green. White bass looks like a small fish. They are silvery white with 5 to 8 black stripes on their sides. Stripes below the lower line are light and may be uneven. Whites are bigger than white bass, with a smaller head and tiny fins are set closer together. In the island of the Blue Dolphins, the adults asked Karana Dad for white bass too with the sea otter skin, and Karana's dad said no. Dolphins are very smart mammals that live in the ocean. They are found all over the world, mostly in shallow seas. They eat meat, mostly fish and squid. Dolphins are usually smaller than whales. They range from about 4 to 30 feet long, and they weigh between 100 and 20,000 pounds. Dolphins have a beak-like snout. Porpoises look a lot like dolphins, but they have a more rounded snout. All dolphins have smooth, rubbery skin. They also have a thick skin that is made of fat called blubber. Blubber keeps the dolphin warm and helps it to float. Dolphins have an excellent hearing. They can use sounds to sense the location of the underwater objects. A dolphin locates such objects by making a series of clicking sounds. Echoes of the clicks reflect from underwater objects. By listening to the echoes, the dolphins can locate the object. This is ability called echo. Karana said they were a good omen, which means good sign. She said this while she made her decision when she was sailing to go find the others. Her canoe was filling up and she had two choices: to go back or keep on sailing. Her choices were to sail back, and while she was going back she saw dolphins, so she knew she chose the right decision.
Sea otters live in the North Pacific Ocean, and sea otters are part of the weasel family. They have webbed feet, water-repellent fur to keep them dry and warm, and nostrils and ears that close in the water. Sea otters are the only otters to give birth in the water. Mothers cuddle their young while floating on their backs and hold infants on their chests to nurse them. They quickly teach them to swim and hunt for themselves. Sea otters eat sea urchins, abalone, mussels, clams, crabs, and snails. The sea otter lies on their backs and cracks open shellfish. Karana was disappointed because the alligators were killing the otters for their skins. At the end of the story, Karana did not use the sea otter skins for her clothes anymore. She felt it was wrong because she now felt like they were her friends. Hey, come over here and see Sammy eating a crab and a sea urchin. Elephant seal is the name for the two largest kinds of seals. They live in the ocean near Antarctica and in the Pacific Ocean too. A male sea elephant can weigh up to 8,800 pounds. Families are much smaller. They are 10 feet in length and 1,500 pounds. Adult males may grow to over 13 feet long and weigh up to 4,500 pounds. The northern elephant seal is the second largest seal in the world, after the southern elephant seal. Elephant seals get their name from their large size and from the male's long nose. The nose looks like an elephant's trunk. If the elephant seals had a group and they would stay together, the group would be called the colony. Some of the elephant seal's teeth are as long as a person's hand and have its width. The elephant seal moves fast in spite of their size, waddling along on their great flippers, which they use as hands. Korana killed a bull elephant seal to have its teeth for the point of her spears. Some distance separates the bulls from each other, for they are bad-tempered, very jealous by nature, and quick to fight over anything that displeases them. Here are some sea elephants fighting. In Island of the Blue Dolphins, Korana ate devilfish, which was a big, giant kind of octopus, and she ate it because it was really good, and so she almost died by catching one.
Hi, Monette.
Hi,
What are you going to be talking about?
I will be talking about the birds that live in San Nicolas Island, such as cormorants and pelicans. Cormorant facts. Hundreds of cormorants can be found perching in trees, on rocks, and on the ledges of sea cliffs. You can find them in many places around North America. They are always around water. With their feathered bodies, long necks, and flat heads, they look like rows of bottles sitting on the cliffs. The double-crested cormorant has greenish-black, bronze-tinted feathers. During the nesting season, it has a crest of curved white feathers behind each eye. It has an orange throat. The great cormorant is larger than the double-crested cormorant and has white feathers bordering the throat. It lives on Island of the Blue Dolphins. Cormorants look for fish while swimming underwater. Korana killed a number of cormorants and made a skirt out of them. Pelicans. There are 7 species of pelicans. 5 have white feathers with some black on the wings. Of the remaining 2 kinds, one is gray and white, and the other is brown. The brown species, or brown pelican, live on Island of the Blue Dolphins. The 6 other species live among rivers and near freshwater lakes in Island of the Blue Dolphins. Pelicans are almost always seen in flocks while flying. Pelicans were Rantu's favorite things to chase. Korana used the feathers to decorate her house and made a skirt.
Wild dogs can be found in many parts of the world. There are many in Australia, Southeast Asia, and Africa. They are called dingoes. Each year, female dingoes give birth in a cave or a hollow log to 4 or 5 young. The pups may live with their parents and help raise the next litter. Wild dogs look like normal-sized dogs, but wild dogs howl and rarely bark. In the book Island of the Blue Dolphins, Karana's little brother Rama was attacked by a pack of wild dogs and killed. Karana then killed 3 of the wild dogs and wanted to kill the leader. But after she shot it with an arrow, she saw that he was hurt, and she pitied him. He ended up being her pet. When she made the leader her pet, she named him Rantu because Rantu means fox eyes. Then a couple years later, Rantu was growing weaker and died. Then Karana lost her best friend. The next day, Karana saw that the wild dogs had a puppy that was actually Rantu's son, so she took the puppy and named it Rantu-Aru.
The red fox is a dog-like animal with a bushy tail and a sharp snout. Red foxes live around the world in many different places, like forests, grasslands, and mountains and deserts. They also can get used to human environments such as farm areas and large open spaces. Foxes are quick, skillful hunters. Foxes can quickly see moving objects, but they may not catch small rodents like rabbits, birds, and other small animals. Red foxes can also stalk a bird, then rush up and jump on it. Also, a red fox can hear a mouse from 100 feet away. The red fox ties into the story when Karana tried to make the red fox her pet. She was giving the red fox food, and when she did, it didn't want to be her pet. When the fox kept coming, it wanted more and more food from Karana.
Thanks for coming.